Thanks for being there. And up next is Newspaper Review.
All right, as always, we have with us Chukwudi Abuja. Good morning, sir.
Thanks for giving, real prominence to the pronunciation of that surname. Hello, Victor.
Good to
Somebody
see you.
told me it's a threat to loudspeakers. I say, now my name. Leave it like that. Okolubaja.
Okolubaja, yeah.
Good to see you.
All right, so let's get into what the papers are offering this morning. We'll begin with the People's Daily. Just looking at the headlines on the front pages this morning. The People's Daily leads with FG wants fair visa policies to boost Nigeria's global trade presence. And away from that, we have 2 nabbed for raping 12-year-old in Yobe. Above the lead story on the People's Daily this morning, Kano Governor bans student labor in schools. And great collapse, Senate's partners South Korean firm for mini-grid solution. All right, page 15 has that if you want to see what that is about. And below the front page of the People's Daily this morning, we have AU endorses Nigeria's AFCFTA digital trade champion. On page 7, you could read up Anambra government to arrest women seen without bra pants in public. All right. No justification for soaring sugar price. Kano market leaders challenge Dangote and Boa. No justification for soaring sugar price. Kano market leaders challenged Dangote and Boa. And finally, from the People's Daily, we have revealed how Lagos Assembly invited DSS, other security agencies, to hold reinstatement of impeached speaker. All right, away from that, let's see what the blueprint has this morning. The blueprint leads with, as an aftermath of appeal court judgment, violence erupts in Osun, ex-council chair, 4 others killed. The riders, PDP, APC lay claim to local governments. Reps caucus 6 Tinubu's intervention. APC alleges SSG-led attack. Adeleke, PDP fault claim. We'll deal with corporates coming from police. Different sides to the story. Page 6 has all the details. Above that, of course, the Lagos Assembly crisis is on all the papers this morning, so look away from that and see what's above the masthead. The masthead has Saudi Arabia donates 100 tons of dates as humanitarian assistance. That's on page 6. All right, below the picture story on the front page of the blueprint this morning, will employ technology to realize 2025 revenue target. That's according to the federal government. And below that, Nelfund opens portal for 2024-2025 student loan applications. Suspected headers invade Benue communities, kill 19. And finally this morning, Nigeria's inflation to ease amid CPI rebasing macroeconomic adjustments. Victor.
All right, thank you, Yembe. And I have the Daily Trust, which leads with this story. Saudi firm threatens to sue Hajj Commission over contract breach. For more on that story, check out page 4. And above that story, Amotekun sends back 114 northerners from Ondo, page 6. Despite court ban, VIO returns to Abuja roads, page 22. And Lagos Assembly adjourns indefinitely as move to remove speaker heightens, page 10. And then the Lagos story, of course, has the picture story as well. And at the bottom of the front page of the Daily Trust, Osun LG crisis, ex-council chair, others killed. Adeleke shots secretariats. We were official perpetrators. That's according to the IGP, page 3. And on the left strip, we have 3 more stories and we go. Manufacturing sector on its last breath. That's according to MAN, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, page 19. Gunmen kill 19 in Benue, page 7. And finally, firm releases Africa's first feature film on AI, page 30. Chukwudi.
The manufacturing sector is on life support.
On its last breath.
Last breath. So it should be on life support. Okay. Amote could send back 114 northerners from Ondo. You want to find out the process of
I haven't read the details.
Yeah, you want to find out the process of doing that, because there are certain things that only a court can make happen. I don't know whether people have the right to send people back just like that. We know that there is growing concern over, activities in some communities across Nigeria, blamed on some people and all that. But still, you have to be careful how you take care of what you see as a problem, so you don't end up creating 2 or 3 more. It's very important. So let them pay heed to that. Now, this violent eruption in Oshu, imagine, ex-council chair, 4 others killed. I wanted to say that we had started jubilating over reduced bloodletting during or after polls and all that. Yeah, if you go back, you'll notice that it's beginning to ebb. It's no longer as bad as it was. So for this to happen, it takes us back to square one. Square one is uninhabitable for us as a people if we believe in democracy and its dividends and the freedom to partake in it.
You remember the days of the Wild Wild West?
Yeah, the Wild Wild West in those days. We hope that this does not introduce Wild Wild West again, because this is still happening from the West. But remember that the other cases have been recorded not just in the Wild Wild West. Still, I say that generally there seemed to have been a kind of let-up.
So this is probably a resurgence of something unwanted.
Yes, let them handle it. Then the Lagos Assembly adjourning indefinitely, has moved to remove Speaker Heightens. I don't know. Is it that Lagos Assembly, are they now growing so mature that mentorship, which was coming from some elderly politicians in that state, is being, jettisoned or what? Yeah, I still think that we need a situation where there should be somebody who can be listened to by vexed politicians. Yes, you have the right to make up your mind as a young man or young woman, but part of the problem in Nigeria now is that the young people are not listening to elderly people in this country, and they tell you the internet is responsible for it.
Unfortunately, sometimes
you ask, is the internet not in Japan and China?
We live in a world where sometimes the elderly, if you perceive that the elderly is going to mislead you, then you don't want to listen. But
I don't know.
In politics, what is permanent is interest.
Victor,
it's interest.
I don't like picking these little fights with you. Whatever we think Nigerian elders have done, the young people still need to take some lessons from elderly people.
I mean, I listen to you, don't I?
All right. Well, talking about young people,
yes.
Maybe we should, make known, those who should benefit from the NEL Fund across the country. That's big news away from what's happening in Lagos. NEL Fund opens portal for 2024-2025 student loan applications. So it's good that, we hear that in the first 2023-2024 section, some schools in some parts of the country were not, a part of it. We hope that this time around, they would take advantage of this program and, get all that, is available on the platform of NEL Fund.
That's it.
You talked about bloodletting earlier. I was hoping that you would also add what's happening in Benue, because this is serious. Farmers returning home from their farms, 16 were killed Sunday, and then some more were killed on Monday. I mean, this just needs to stop.
What was it? I think it was Delegiwa Orebu who talked about assured mutual destruction. When they were talking about those were the days of Newswatch in its bloom and all that. When people live together and the things that happen among them begin to suggest that there is, mutual annihilation, it doesn't help people at all. It doesn't. What I need to say concerning Benue is that The federal government is not showing enough control over the situation in Benue. Whatever level of animosity exists in Benue, among the peoples there, the federal government has a job to tell people, we can't let you go on like this. Otherwise, there's failure somewhere.
All right, and I do hope that the authorities are listening to you. So thank you very much for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.
After calling me an elder.
Good morning, Nigeria returns after this break.